full force to mess with a guy making bubbles, but couldn't be bothered to stop violence the other day. Messing with the bubble guy.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Villoon. Now we know this guy's last name. So we got Mike Cassidy, Ranger Othniel, and Ranger of Loon. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right.
Better to do, right?
Yeah, you would think.
$600 too. $637.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know what he wrote up last time. Let's see if he does the same thing. That's right. Yes, they will, sir. Wrote me a $637 ticket. I don't know for what. Because I'm not gonna stop doing it.
It's his First Amendment right to do the bubbles. It's expressive activity.
I've been doing it for 3 years, and all of a sudden, now I can't do it.
You should know that. But you won't bother looking up the actual laws and rules. You just do what you're told. And I don't think you do what you're told, because we got video y'all saying you make up the rules every day.
Interfering with my contact.
Yeah, I've heard your threats before.
Don't interfere with me. Let me do this, and you're welcome to talk to him after I get done.
I want to talk to you.
No, when I'm done.
I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about it when you're done.
That's funny.
Yeah, so come talk to me when you're done.
I can't.
able to speak to me?
Nobody knows what they're doing around here.
Excuse me, officer. Am I allowed to speak to you?
They're not actual officers according to the city. They have no authority. According to the city, via the news report the other day, they actually called in and checked. You guys don't have any legal authority for law enforcement, which is what this is.
The cops drove by me yesterday and didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I know. I was at Ocean Beach yesterday.
If I have to ask you again, I'm going to.
Are you threatening me?
I will cite you for disorderly conduct. I'm not going to issue again. Let me issue the citation. You're more than welcome to talk to him when I get done. Right now, you're interfering with my ability to do my job. Let me cite him, and then I'll be gone. We'll be done with it. Do not interfere again. That's the last warning I'm going to give you.
Baby, call my lawyer.
Thanks for the warning. He's right by the First Amendment sign. Just so I could show y'all. There's a sign right here. It says free space reserved for First Amendment speech.
Last time you wrote me a ticket for hazardous materials and storage containers up here. I'm like, really? Storage containers? And hazardous
So for
material.
bubbly soap water, hazardous material, kind of like he wrote graffiti yesterday for chalk art, while there's video of him actually graffitiing a number onto the concrete. Ranger Z graffitiing it. Him and Ranger Habis.
And I know the rules too. I even have the police department tell me when I went down there to ask them, I'm allowed to draw anywhere, but like you said, if somebody says something, I'm supposed to stop. I understand, but it's not illegal for what I do because it's all chalk. If you really want me to do something, you would tell me to get some water and just pour it up and scrub it. That's it. I respect that. I'm just saying the rules. That's it, sir.
What's he giving you a ticket for?
So here's what's going to happen.
For doing art on the...
If you're going to interfere with him, I'm going to warn you one time. You're welcome to stand over there. I'm issuing this gentleman a citation. It's me and him right now. I don't need you interfering. So you can stand over here.
I'm not interfering.
Once again,
You're not interfering.
Hold on a second. Once again, I'm going to issue a citation for disorderly conduct if you do not move over there.
I'm being disorderly?
Move over there.
Like
if I'm making a contact with somebody and you're interfering with that, you're interfering with my ability to do my job.
Okay, I was asking him a question.
Wait till I get done with it. You can stand there, record all you want. If you interfere with me again, I'm going to issue a citation to you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Before they used to have a lotto every month here, and they were giving me permission to do it. I had a permit.
Yeah, they had to get rid of that lotto because it was unconstitutional.
But they took it from me. They said once they said I could, next month they said I couldn't. Then they said I could, then I couldn't. Then the gardener here in the morning had the nerve to steal my cart, and throw it in the trash over there, that one of their guys had to go take me there in the truck and pick up my stuff. But they don't have that all locked up. I've been doing with these guys for a while, like the last 2 years.
Now they're digging for stuff.
Oh yeah. That's why I couldn't actually voice my opinion last time.
Because they don't want to.
Taking care of it. You know, it's not really tough now.
They don't want to admit that there are exceptions to their codes.
Somebody wrote me for hazardous material.
You're getting them worked up. And I'm telling you,
I am worked up.
I'm telling you right now, that's enough. Okay, I'm telling you, sir, that's enough. Okay? I'm gonna write you a citation. That's enough.
Yeah, he's going to threaten you to write you a citation for interfering with his job.
No, you get riled up. Please, that's enough.
They don't want to talk to you. That's the problem.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh wait, I need to get the scope of this. There's 3 of them.
Ready? Isla, these guys are giving a ticket to the bubble man.
Oh really? For what? For not signing the ticket? Now I'm going to be arrested if I don't sign the ticket.
You're dealing with me right now.
I'm talking. I don't want to sign it.
Well, he has the right to speak to other people, sir. He has the right to speak to other people. Once again, so you've never spoken to me. I'm giving you a warning that we do this. Don't interfere again.
Did you refuse signing it, sir?
Yeah.
They're calling the cops.
No, fine. Now they're going to arrest me for no other kids, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's real big of you. Wow, I don't see any residue.
No, there's no evidence of any actual crime here.
I got the stuff I use. I don't use that cow insemination crap that people use.
It's just, most bubbles is just dish soap and water, right? Yeah. There's nothing toxic about either of those chemicals.
So,
Won't kill the grass, won't kill any bugs.
why do you think they have no performers there anymore? Like before?
It's funny, the question the city or people in the city have been asking this week is why these guys even have jobs. They're not law enforcement. They're not doing anything to help people, but they sure are going around hurting people. Just for the record, this is my own narrating for the video. I'm not interfering with his investigation. I'm just talking to my camera, just for the record. Actually standing a good 10 feet from them at least.
You know what? There's people that smoke crack right here. I've seen 3 or 4 people call. Not one person shows up. Smoking crack there for over half an hour. I have those videos. Not one person showed up. They got called. I saw them. People calling them.
This isn't going to stop me from coming up here and doing it. It's not.
Good. Don't let them intimidate you. They're being bullies.
Really?
They're being bullies.
You're being cited for
Oh, yeah?
5627 disorderly conduct. I already asked you not to interfere with what I'm doing.
I'm not interfering. He was talking to me. I was responding.
After I get done with this, and you're being detained right now.
I'm being detained for what? I didn't
627. You're going to be detained.
Okay, your attitude is getting out of hand, sir. I want the police here. I want the police here now. Call the police, please. Call them, please. I want him arrested for deprivation of rights under color of law. Cassidy, you heard me. I want him arrested for deprivation of rights under color of law.
Do you have your ID, William?
I do, but I'm going to give it to police, not you. You're not law enforcement. It's what the city has already said. This is ridiculous.
A situation that's not.
I have every right to film, and I have every right to talk to this gentleman.
Walk around and ask them if it's the police are being
When are you going to go to jail? Ready?
Well, I can't go anywhere now. I'm being detained, they said, even though they're not law enforcement. But when they pull out a camera and they're not messing with somebody, they run real fast. They avoid it. I do, but I'm going to give it to the police when they get here. Do you know why? Because the city has already said that you guys are not law enforcement. So I don't recognize your authority. You're supposed to be here helping people in the park, not harassing people. There's 3 of you deprivating rights under color of law. It's a federal crime, and I want y'all to be arrested for it.
Let's hang out, sit tight, PD's on their way.
Okay, good. I'll willingly give them my ID, but not you. Right now, what just happened was a violation of the Constitution. I was freely speaking.
Let's let the courts decide that, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I wouldn't be out here risking my own freedom if this was not true. Like just being here, like the way you guys are treating us is a risk for my own safety.
William, this contact didn't even involve you.
But
same with the last time you and I spoke.
It doesn't matter.
Involve you?
You know what? I am an advocate for First Amendment rights.
Did that contact involve you?
It did, because they're somebody under my advocacy.
Okay, and now you found yourself in this situation where you're going to get a citation because you got involved in something that did not involve you.
It did involve me because I run a organization for buskers and artists. Did you guys see me interfere with anything they did? No? Can I get y'all staying there on video? Yeah. Did you guys see me actually interfere with these guys at all?
No interference.
What did you see me do?
Narrate your camera.
Answer questions asked by the person who was being met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything to them at that point.
You were just narrating your own camera. That's crazy.
Yeah. First Amendment doesn't matter to these guys. That was what I was doing, was expressing my First Amendment right. And they trampled over his, and now they're trampling over mine. They're looking for any and every excuse they can to step over the First Amendment.
I'm just a tourist visiting from another country, and I was just asking a question. I thought I was in America.
What country are you from, sir?
Ireland.
Ireland. Welcome to San Diego. Sorry you have to see it look like this.
And unfortunately,
This is supposed to be America's finest city.
I thought I could ask a question of the other 2 gentlemen, but apparently not.
No, they don't answer
Not what I
questions.
expected in America.
I want to actually talk to the police about this. I want to bring it formally up that I feel like you guys are committing a crime. And I want to see what the police says. Because I interfered with nothing. You did your job. Your job's done. Now you just want to write a ticket with me because you're retaliating. But you've already said on camera, Z. Speaking of which, what's that retaliation about? There's video of you saying that you're retaliating over the YouTube videos. You told another performer this. He has video of it. I watched it. So you're going to deny that now that you have a camera in your face, even though you've said it in front of a camera?
Is it Jesse?
Yeah.
I think you're a good guy. The only problem I have is that I've seen you on YouTube
That's the
a
problem?
couple of times. No, that's not the problem. Is that when I'm looking at you on YouTube and I see that you're out here doing this deliberately, knowing that you're not supposed to be doing it, it becomes an issue. Because that tells me what we usually do is we'll give warnings. Stop doing what you're doing, right? But when you're doing it online and you're showing everybody, hey, this is what we're doing, we don't care about the rules and regulations of the park, it becomes an issue.
So if y'all are not working against me or against us, where are these rules that y'all keep applying? Like, who's handing out these rules? I would like to see this rule packet. And I know I did a formal request for it, but I saw you pull it out of your pocket. I'd love to see that.
What I pulled out of my pocket was a court schedule appearance calendar, so we could make sure that the gentleman who was just cited.
So it had nothing to do with these rules. So what rule was he breaking?
That's between him and this ranger right here who cited him, and they'll resolve that in court.
Oh, okay. Hello, I'm totally willing to give you my ID. I'm not willing to give these rangers ID, and I'll tell you why. I feel like they're deprivating rights under color of law, which is USC section 18-242. That's a federal law that they're violating. There's 3 or more that deprivated a young man's, or not a young man, about my age, his rights for doing bubbles. They said that he was, he was blowing bubbles. And I came over here and filmed and was talking to the man, not talking to them, and they want to cite me for interfering with their investigation. I was standing here, they were standing well over there, and all I was doing was talking to the man who talked to me, and I was answering his questions, and then I'm narrating video because I am filming all this because it's First Amendment rights issues.
Absolutely. You're good to do that, Will. So the issue is, I guess, you don't want to sign a citation, or you don't think it's fair?
The issue is that they're deprivating rights under color of law, and I want them arrested under citizen's arrest for violating the federal law. And I also want a restraining order on these guys because they continually do this to artists and buskers around here.
Second here, William. I'm going to talk to these rangers, and I'll come back and chat with you as well.
William, do you have a phone number?
Yeah, 619.
And is this your correct address?
Yes, and I have evidence of everything that I'm talking about right here on this camera. I didn't get anywhere near them. I did not bother their investigation at all. Okay. He completed his citation. They're trying to cite me for interference with an investigation when I was just speaking my First Amendment rights. And Ranger Z is telling that man a lie right now. I have video.
When he's done talking to them, he'll come over here and talk to you, okay?
I have video evidence that this ranger said he's retaliating against us for having YouTube videos.
What kind of YouTube videos do you make?
About how they're violating buskers and artists' First Amendment rights.
I'll swap with you. Go and talk to the rangers. I'll talk to William.
Okay.
All right, William. So, I know you don't like it when the rangers decide to give you the citation for disorderly conduct. With that being said, I mean, you're not proven guilty. You're just going to have to go to court and go against them on it.
I am asking you to arrest them for violation of First Amendment rights under color of law, which is a federal law, and you are supposed to act under federal law and protect the Constitution.
Based on the statement they give me, William, it's not that they're...
So you're just going to listen to them and not hear mine? Sorry. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
They haven't violated the First Amendment right. They haven't tried snatching your camera, stopping you from talking.
Don't let them intimidate you. They're being bullies. They're being bullies.
You're being cited for 5627 disorderly conduct. I already asked you not to interfere.
They threatened me.
Okay, from what I gathered, they're trying to do their job and issue a citation. You came in, you're trying to be a good citizen, help the person out getting a citation, from what I'm understanding. They deemed that as disorderly conduct and interfering with their investigation, interfering with their... So that's why he's issuing the ticket for that. But that's what the court system is for, to take it up to the judge. You can.
I understand that, but I am telling you a crime, and I'm telling you how they... First of all, the gentleman that they mess with, he was making bubbles, which is a constitutionally protected activity.
For that part, that's neither here nor there on that end. And I understand you said you want me to arrest these guys for...
So if you don't do it, you could be called into as conspiracy of rights because you're not...
So, if you think that's where it's going,
and
right now they're doing their job, Will. All right?
Their job is not to step over the First Amendment, sir.
Okay, well, I don't see...
Is that your job? Like, what is your code? Like, how are you supposed to respond to the First Amendment? Let me ask you. Because I've already gone through this with the police department, and they don't do this kind of stuff to us.
I mean, I can tell you that I don't sign those citations. I don't hand those citations out personally.
Yeah.
Right now, the big issue, Will, that we need to focus on really is they're about to get hemmed up on you not providing your ID. That wasn't the issue because you gave me your ID right away, and I respect that. Thank you.
The news and everybody else has just recently come out saying that they don't have any legal law enforcement and authority. And so if they don't have authority to stop a crime, then what are they doing to me?
So they, as Rangers, they are assigned to Balboa Park.
So it's one or the other. They have authority or they don't.
They have authority here. I can't arrest them for doing their job. Right? This is something you're going to have to take up into court. Other than that, my hands are tied. I was just here because they called that you weren't providing the ID. You provided me the ID. I have no issues anymore with you. I'm just talking with you
I'm
now.
making a formal complaint, though, for them violating
So
rights
if you
under
wanna-
color
if
of
you
law.
wanna file a formal complaint against the Rangers, you can. You can call their line and file it up the chain if you want. But right now,
So
me
this
as a
is-
police officer, I can't enforce anything. They did what they were supposed to do. That's their job. I can't enforce anything on those guys for that. You know what I mean? So
I
you
wish you would look it up a little deeper, because this is a federal law. And I told you they just stepped over one person's rights, and all I was doing was talking to the person and filming, and I was talking to my camera,
Yes.
which is part of my filming process, which is my First Amendment rights, and they're writing disorderly conduct on me for expressing my First Amendment rights. I didn't step in between them. I didn't get in their faces. I stayed a healthy distance away. I did everything I'm supposed to legally be here doing what I was doing, and I was not trying to be disorderly. I wasn't screaming. I wasn't yelling. I was just talking, which is my First Amendment right. And so this is where it's deprivation under color of law.
If you recall correctly, when you sign the citation, it's not an admission of guilt. That gives you a court date saying that you will show up at that time and date, and you can
Do
explain
you
all of
understand
this
that just
in
this?
front of a judge.
Yeah, I do. And do you understand that all this right here alone is a violation of my constitutional rights, that I didn't do anything wrong? You guys constantly dip and look for things to get people with, and you broadly use codes where they should be narrow, and you come up with all these different rules and excuses when you guys don't even know what the rules and laws are yourselves and won't bother to look it up.
I think
Because
the
I've
Ranger
offered
gave
you.
multiple chances to disengage.
So I can't talk to this guy that was standing here, or otherwise I am guilty of public disorderly conduct.
Did the
That
Ranger-
doesn't seem
did
right.
The Ranger give you multiple chances?
He threatened me with his attitude. If he had asked me nicely, it would have gone differently. I
So
do
that's-
not.
that's-
No,
he just
I
needed
do
to
not
ask you
take
nicely?
well to threats. It doesn't make me feel safe. It makes me feel threatened. It makes me feel like this guy is not a safe person to be around. And I don't like that at all. And so that's where my rights are being violated. Had he just asked nicely, said, "Please, sir," I would have just shut up for a minute, and he could have he got it done in a timely manner. It only took him like however long it took you to find the thing in the book that you pulled out. So how did I prevent him from doing his job? Please tell me.
I think he explained that to you, William.
I'm asking you to
multiple
explain it to me
occasions.
using the law.
He explained it to you on multiple occasions.
So I can't talk to this person while he's writing. That's an interference with his
If you're
writing.
interfering with his ability to do his job? No, you
I
cannot.
didn't interfere with his ability to do his job. What evidence do you have of that?
We'll let the judge decide that.
We will. I have video of the whole encounter, sir.
Perfect.
I'm getting real tired of you guys pulling this, though. And deprivation of rights under color of law is a thing you guys will be looking at. Same way with conspiracy of rights under color of law. And it's not. It's
Ask for your patience. That's it. That's it. That's it.
And I've asked y'all to look into the laws, and you'll never do, because you don't want to know. You don't want to actually read the code and understand it. You just want to enforce laws based on some complaint someone made, and that's not right. That's not how it's supposed to be done. You have an oath of conduct, and you're stepping all over it. This right here is a step over the law, like majorly. But I'll sign that ticket. Go ahead. See, I didn't even do anything, and he can't get a ticket done in a timely manner. He's been writing this for a good 20 minutes now. Board I'm supposed to
So
go to.
I'm going to give you some advice in the future. Last time we had this contact, it was over at the reflection pond. You had the same demeanor. You're yelling and screaming. The police officer.
I
asked
wasn't
you to,
yelling and
Let
screaming.
me finish. The police officer asked you to step back too. So you have I don't have a problem with you talking to whoever I'm dealing with the subject. Okay. After I get done.
Record the interaction.
After I get done, you're more than welcome to interview. So as
Why
I'm
can't I
doing
talk to him while you're writing?
Because he was getting more and more agitated. He refused to sign. You were
I actually
conversing-
had him sign.
You were conversing.
I got him to sign.
You were conversing with him, and he was getting more and more.
And I got him to
So
sign.
That's what I want to let you know.
I also got the cops to stop
So
coming for him.
That's what I
Yup.
need you to sign for right there, okay?
Well, this will all be on video.
Let me get that for you.
Would you hold this for me, sir? Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I am angry because I've tried working through the system, and you guys aren't listening. The people at the heads aren't listening. Are y'all done? Yeah? Huh? So from various video that I've gotten, there are rules that the rangers are making up as they go, and they're violating First Amendment rights any way that they can, from amplification ban to things like that. But things that are actually banned in the park because of the vendor laws, such as